Hey, folks, we're live. Just like that. You just hit a button and here we are. I'm Brianna Lane from The Warming House. This is John Lewis from The Warming House.
Hello.
We're just going to wait till a few folks trickle in and start watching. We have the comments going if you want to leave a comment. I'm going to do a few announcements up front. We're going to interview John, or I'm going to interview John, and then John's going to play some songs for us. That's how this rolls.
Yes.
We've got at least 5 people watching by now, so that's lovely.
You know, that's great.
It's just like so cool how this works, and I love that everybody's jumping right in, right? Hey,
Indeed.
Mary Becker already says hi. Hello, Jeff.
Who said hi?
Ted, Mary Decker, Jeff Gilbertson, and Ted with an H. I can never figure out how to say your last name, Ted.
Hanashevitz.
There you go. John's got it. So let me start off with a few little announcements. This is the first of 31 shows in the month of May. We're calling it May. What?
I'm doing 31 shows.
You're doing 31 shows.
Excellent.
Okay, and they have to be different songs every time.
Okay.
Just kidding. It's not. We have 31 different artists streaming in the month of May. We are doing all of them at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They're from all over the United States. I would say 29 of them are people that we've booked in the past, and then we got a couple of wish list folks in there too, who we hope to get in the future. This was a wild idea I had about 3 days ago, so it's still coming together. And we are gonna do this interview thing, like with every guest. John's gonna interview some people. I'm gonna interview some people. And then we might even have some guest bartenders. If you notice, it's at 4 o'clock. That's a good happy hour, right?
It's 5 o'clock out east. So.
Yeah, sure. I was thinking, like, for our viewers out west, it's like, what, 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock, yeah.
I mean, whatever. It's COVID time. We can call it happy hour. So yeah, we may have guest bartenders, or we will definitely. And yeah, every day in May, 4 o'clock. Why 4 o'clock? Happy hour, sure. But also, the Warming House is 4 years old.
All right.
We opened our doors 4 years ago. May 6th is our actual birthday, I suppose. We are a small nonprofit organization in South Minneapolis. We are a listening room. We fit about 40 audience people. It feels like a house concert, and it's wonderful and fun. And we had to close our doors in mid-March. And we have done a few streaming shows already, so we've learned a lot, and we'll learn a lot as we go. So, you know, patience with sound quality and video quality is key from our audience. Audience interaction, we love it. These comments are rolling in. If you have questions for John or requests for John, I don't know if John's taking requests today.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Sophie Krupp says, how has it been 4 years? I know sometimes it feels like it's been 40 years since we've been doing this, and sometimes it feels like, you know, a couple weeks. But, you know, obviously our John's finger. Obviously, our doors are closed. We're a basement venue, if you haven't been there, and we are in the basement of a bike shop, Farmstead Bike Shop. Holler. Yep, right there. And the bike shop is doing phenomenally well with pickup, drop-off service. And so our venue is full of bikes. John, have you been down there lately?
You know, a while back, but I've seen pictures too. So
literally, you like can't walk through the venue. It's pretty badass, actually. Good for Farmstead. Good for us. So all that said, we're going to chat a little while longer. I'm going to ask John some serious questions and some silly questions. How you doing, John?
I am doing all right. I am, yeah.
Yeah? In case folks didn't know, John is one of the founders of the Warming House. Not only is he a great singer-songwriter, but he's one of the founders, and he runs a bunch of the shows as a house manager, and he does a lot of the like boring work too. I'm so grateful that he's working with us. John, I told you what questions I'm going to ask, but I have a new one.
Okay.
What made you want to start the Warming House? And folks, can you hear John when he talks? We might have trouble. Talk, John.
I will talk now. Yeah, hopefully people can hear me. You know,
What made you start it?
Can you hear me?
I can, but Jeff can. Cool.
Excellent. I'm being heard. You know, just the idea of you know, having gone to a few house concerts, and the idea of having a room like that would bring in people from all around the country and be a cool space to hear and rely on hearing good music was what it was about. So
yeah. You were running house concerts at your house, and me and my partner were running house concerts at our house, and yeah, we knew the goodness of it and wanted to create a space that we could host house concerts all the time, basically. Ellie says that she can hear you, but you're very quiet. So maybe when you talk, just like speak up really loud or lean into your camera or something. Okay, ready? Okay. Ready for another question?
I am. Yeah.
This one's easier.
Excellent.
What's your favorite color?
Blue. I'm going to go with blue today.
Okay, but there's so many shades of blue. Give me a shade.
Kind of a gray, darkish grayish blue. How's that?
Okay, I like it. Good. All right. How are you holding up during this stay-at-home business?
You know, I think like everybody else, it's some good days, some bad days. I am lucky to be staying at home with my lovely wife, Martha, who we're both also working other jobs from home as well. And that's all been going as well as can be expected. Just being home, working at home.
And you have pets? You have a dog and how many cats right now?
A dog and 2 cats.
Yeah.
Our dog had some health issues this week that kind of put a bummer on the week, but he's in recovery. Not recovery for alcohol or anything, but he's in recovery for, you know, physical things.
Jeff, if you have any goats, do you have any goats?
Jeff, I don't have any goats anymore.
Man, I wish I could have a goat in the city. That's one thing.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I'm a little freaked out right now because I did something where now I only see the comments and I can't get back to the picture. I'm just gonna assume I'm still there. So,
you're still there on my end. So if y'all are just tuning in, this is what we're doing. I'm interviewing John. John is one of the founders of the Warming House. He is also a fantastic singer-songwriter. I'm one of the founders of the Warming House too. I'm a singer-songwriter too. And we are streaming 31 different artists in the month of May. I hope you can tune into little parts of every single one of them. We're here on Facebook Live, and we're also on YouTube, in case you know folks that don't do Facebook, or if you want to take a Facebook break, you can find us on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to the Warming House channel on YouTube so that you get little reminders of when we're going to stream live. So in case you just joined us for the conversation part, the interview part of day 1 of the May Soirée. And I just have 2 silly questions left for John, and then we'll leave John to play some songs. So, yeah, because we love songs. So, John, If you could have breakfast with one musician right now, like tomorrow, I guess, not right now because it's the afternoon, it's happy hour. If you could have breakfast with one musician, who would it be and why?
Is it any musician living or dead?
Yep.
Or
Mm-hmm.
okay. I'm going to say John Prine, because like he just died, as we all know. It was tragic. He died just a couple of weeks ago. And you know how when somebody like first starts a job, they always want to know like that person's input because they're fresh and it's new and they've got a different perspective. And I think John Prine would still have that fresh perspective on whatever comes next. And, you know, be really interesting to hear his insights. And
him and his 9 Mile cigarette in heaven, a fresh perspective on heaven, right?
Right. And
but also on songwriting.
Vodka and ginger ale.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. That's my answer.
All right, sweet. I like it. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of John Prines this month. He's still like in the front of our minds. Okay, ready? Final question. My favorite question. We have this tradition, folks at home. We have the tradition of asking everyone at the Warming House a question to introduce them on stage. And this just happens to be my favorite question because it kind of says something about the person. I don't know. And sometimes it's hilarious, and sometimes it's like, how did you get such good musical taste when you were 10? But you could guess what I'm saying, right? The question, John?
Yep.
Yes. What is the first recording? So whatever format that may be, you know, I know how old you are. We can all see your gray hair, John. Was it a record? It was a record.
It was a record. Yeah.
So, you know, mine was a cassette tape. My grays are just coming in, so I'm cassette tape. So what is the very first recording you ever bought? And you can tell us a little story about it too.
All right. So I want to preface my answer by saying, first, I am going to give the true answer. I was thinking I might make up an answer on this because I'm kind of embarrassed by it, but I'm going to give the real answer.
No, see, embarrassing is good. See, this is why we ask this question. I love when people answer like Hanson or something. I'm like, yeah, that MMMBop single, you know, and then we all just go on.
I do want to say my sister, Mary Decker, who I think is on watching here. So she had good taste in music, and she was a few years older than me, still is, I think. And I had the benefit of listening to a lot of her records without having to buy my own. Same with my older brothers, each had different taste, and I had the benefit of those. So when it was time for me to buy something, you know, first I didn't have to buy anything for a long time because I just listened to their stuff. But first one I ever did buy was in 1978, I think, and it was K-Tel Disco Mania.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
Compilation. It was a compilation record. Disco was kind of big at the time. Might have been a little earlier than that. Might have been 77. But I actually bought it because I liked the band Kiss, and they are not disco, but they had the song Rock and Roll All Night on the K-Tel Disco Mania.
Of course.
It also happened to have like, I don't know, like I think Street Fighting Man and a Bachman Turner Overdrive song. And then it had The Hustle, and it had, you know, Walking in Rhythm. I mean, some very classic disco things as well. But anyway, that's
awesome. Love it. So thank you, John, for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
I am going to just say one final announcement. I'll be there in the chat, but I'm going to leave John to the songs. All these shows in May are free, but donations and tips are encouraged. We always split the proceeds of any ticket or tip or donation 80-20 with the artist, of course, in the artist's favor. So please, if you can find that link in the comment to tip, that'd be awesome. It's PayPal or Venmo. And I will put that link in the comments again too. So please enjoy. If you don't want to pay, you don't have to pay. If you can, it keeps us going. It keeps us writing songs, and it keeps us paying the rent. And hopefully, we can open our doors when this is all over. So, yeah, that's that. Hey, John, want to play some songs?
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Here is John Lewis.
All right. Thanks, Brianna. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. I did scroll through the comments and I saw a bunch of people I know. Thank you so much for being here. Martha and Ted and Ellie, Jeff, Mary. I know I saw a few other names as well, but I don't remember things as well as I used to. I'm going to be checking the comments after a couple more songs. And so if you have requests or something you really need to tell me, it's probably going to be a couple more songs till I see it. So the first one is about a place that Jeff and Mary will both remember well from our childhoods. This is called The Barn. Back to the barn, lose our reservations, lie out on the roof, count constellations, head for the field at a quarter to midnight. Be those two kids in the moonlight. Let's go back to the barn. Let's spend the night there. Run out to the main road while the world is unaware. Sneak into town like a couple of private eyes. Jump into the ditch every time that a car comes by. Let's go home. Talk about everything. Let's go home. I'll do anything. Let's go back to the barn. Let's get wasted. Have another can of the finest drink ever tasted. Seems like it's time I should be seeing you, just to see you smile, talk for a minute or two. Let's go home. I'll tell you everything. Let's go home. I believe we can. I really believe we can. Somehow get away, just for 5 or 10. Thank you very much. I'm just imagining cheers and applause, all those good things. All right, that song was from my first record. Jeff, I think you had requested anything from my first record. There'll be a few of them. I've got 2 records out. One is called Drift, and the other is called Live at the Warming House. So a lot of the songs I'm playing are on one or the other, or some are on both. This next one is on neither. This is one of the newer songs that I've written, and it's these next 3 songs kind of have like a story arc to them a little bit, even though they weren't written that way, or in any even with any knowledge that the others existed. So, but in my mind right now, I feel like, yeah, I should play these 3 together because they kind of have an arc and they kind of fit what's going on right now a little bit. Wake me up from this sorrowful scene, whatever it takes, ice cubes or amphetamines. Tell me something you never told me before. Something from your heart, or just a good joke. Nothing can save me now. Is there one more moment? Pull me back for one more moment. If I could, I would tell you I'm sorry. I always loved you, never wanted you to worry. There's a ticket stub, well worn in my wallet. Kept it all these years. Take it if you want it. Nothing can save me now. Is there one moment? Pull me back for one more moment. Voices break like light through a crack in the drapes. Is there really anything left to say? Nothing can save me now. Is there one more moment? Pull me back for one more moment. All righty, thank you. I'm going to take a look at the comments right now. If you've got anything to tell me, now's your chance. All right. Excellent. Clap, clap. All good. All right. Thanks, everyone. Sound coming through okay? I'm gonna assume it is. So, all right. Next up, is, there we go. This is another one that's not on any recorded record yet, but soon to be, hopefully. The story continues. After the funeral, coffee and lemonade, aunts and uncles smoking in the shade, buttered ham bun sandwiches, and sheet cake. After the funeral, butcher and the jokes he told, stories supposed to be meaningful, silent, awkward hugs meant to console. The priest drank all the wine, the people left, but it was gone. The church is dark, except for the exit signs. After the funeral, boxing clothes bound for Goodwill, sorting treasure from landfill, separating the shadows from the wall. I drank all the wine, watching the sun sink in the ground. The house is dark, except for the lights I left on. Thank you. It's been a week of big ups and big downs. My daughter Lily and her husband Charlie had some super exciting news this week that they made public. Charlie has been hired as professor of religious studies at Northland College in Ashland, Wisconsin, which is super exciting because they've been living out in California for the last 5 years, and very excited to have them back in the general area. And it felt weird to have an exciting event like that to celebrate during this just crazy time of COVID crisis. And then this week also found out a good friend of mine, good friend of other people on this stream right now, named Larry Kirby, died this week. He was hit and killed by a car. Larry was a regular at our open mics at the Warming House and at our songwriting workshops, and had become a really good friend over the past 4 years. And Larry had moved to California just a little less than a year ago, and so kind of lost touch with him a little bit, but connected now again on Facebook, and he came back, I think, think at least once since then, but just really, really sad that Larry is gone. And another one of those things that during all this, I mean, it's hard to take in these huge events of life that are happening all around us when we've got this overlay of COVID and this crazy new world that we're in right now. So anyway, I should have been capoing and tuning while I said all that, but here's the third song in the little arc. Saw you sitting at my stone today. I could see you needed rest. Don't know why, but your tears took me by surprise. Guess I thought enough time had passed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I left so long ago. I still love you. I still dream of you. I'm so sorry for breaking your heart so. See, your kids are all grown up now. Wish I'd have met them even once. I wish I'd been there with you through your hard times, to hold you when it really counts. And I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry I left when I did. I still love you, I still dream of you. I'm so sorry for everything I missed. I know some tell you I'm always with you. We both know it's not the same. I hope you know how much I've missed you and what I'd do to be with you again. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry I left so long ago. I still love you, I still dream of you. I'm so sorry for breaking your heart. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry I left when I did. I still love you, I still dream of you. I'm so sorry for everything I missed. All right, thank you. I'm going to read a few more comments. So, what do we got? All right. Somebody said the sound, well, Mary said the sound is a little better on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook now and you want to check out YouTube and see if the song's better, go for it. All right. Says, thought I'd check it on YouTube. How do you stream to both? I don't know. Maybe Brianna can comment on how you do that on here, because I don't know. Or Mary could, maybe, because she's been on both. Oh, there it is. No, got some PayPal and Venmo links. Please do donate to the Orman House if you can. I get a little cut of that, I believe. Woohoo. All right. I am back. I'm going to play my first cover, probably my only cover of this little show. Had John Prine not recently died, my answer to that question about a musician I'd like to have breakfast with would have been Willie Nelson. Because that is one fascinating guy and an amazing songwriter. Yeah. So I'm going to play a Willie Nelson song in part to celebrate his birthday. Willie just turned 87, I think 2 days ago. So cheers. This is to Willie. This is kombucha, turmeric, I believe. And here's the song by Willie Nelson. If you had not have fallen, I would not have found you. Angel flying too close to the ground. I patched up your broken wing. Hung around for a while. Trying to keep your spirits up. And your fever down. I knew someday you'd be on your way. For love's the greatest healer to be found. Leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Fly on past the speed of sound. I'd rather see you up than see you down. Leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Thank you. Sorry about that, Willie. Happy birthday to you, sir. All right. What is next here? I'm gonna do maybe a couple more, maybe three more. I'm gonna check comments again, see if anyone's got any requests. Otherwise, I mean, I'll probably play what I was going to play anyway, but cool. All right. Next. All right. The next song is a song from my live CD, not on Drift. I was thinking that Angel Flying Too Close to the Ground kind of worked well with those last three I played before, kind of that whole arc. So I don't know that this one does, but it's called Gone Too Far. Pack up your beauty, pack up your inspirations, secrets and mysteries, affections and revelations, in a box by the back door, close enough to grab on your waiting car, but it's gone too far. Beer clocks in bar rooms, calendar on the cafe wall, they don't lie to you, they don't care at all. Holes in the drywall, the size of a fist, the shape of a heart, say it's gone too far. Some things cannot stay in a box too long. It's not about light or air, it's just wrong. It's not the distance, it's about losing who you are. Gone too far. Alrighty. Gone too far. So whenever I if you notice me mess up a chord, it's probably because I was thinking, I wonder how Gibby's doing. Gibby's our dog, and Martha's downstairs right now, I think, taking good care of him. But our poor little dachshund had some major surgery, and the little guy just brings joy to our lives every day, and it's always really heartbreaking when he's down, and he's a little bit down right now, but But Marty, thank you for taking good care of him down there. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're all getting by in this mad COVID world. This feels like, I don't know. I mean, I know I had a lot of big things going on, but it just feels like this is a week too where things just built up for a lot of people, and that it's hard to take this. It really is. So if you're feeling like this is just too much, it's because it probably is, and give yourself a break and watch a couple seasons of Parks and Rec or something. That's what we did last night. That always helps. Yeah, I was going through some old. So my sister Mary taught me to play guitar. Initially, anyway, she's on this, and she actually didn't teach me to play guitar. She taught me to play the ukulele, the 4-string, I think the baritone, which is tuned just like the bottom 4 strings on the guitar. So that's why I can't do anything with the 5th and 6th string on the guitar. It's all about those 4 for me. Kidding. But I think this was a book we probably used. I just found this in a pile of old music books, and thought it was worth showing y'all. So this is Mel Bay's folk song book. See if you can read that. You got to read that and then look at Mel's expression, and you think, I mean, hopefully we're all having at least as much fun as Mel, because he doesn't look like he's having a lot of fun. But this book, I can attest, it did it did help me have fun with folk songs. So anyway. All right. On that note, here's a really depressing song called Shut Down. Woke semi-sober at 4 a.m. Went to the garage to check for dents on my car, but it wasn't there. Hope I had the sense to leave it somewhere. And it's not in a ditch or impound lot, being inspected by a gung-ho cop, finding blood and hair on the grill from someone or something wounded or killed. I shut down the saloon, shut down the thoughts of you, shut down the years of abuse, shut down the shame and confusion, shut down the hard truths. Never let me lose. Someday I might be a better man. You'll take pain better than I can now. We're moving forward into the storm, fewer retreats to the familiar. But today I need to shut it all down. So I'll drink enough to drown. Still I don't want to wreck your day. If you see me, you should go the other way. I shut down the saloon, shut down the thoughts of you, shut down the years of abuse, shut down the shame and confusion, shut down the hard truths. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to play 2 more songs. This next one is also pretty new. Not on any recordings I have. That last one, Shut Down, is on my live album, and I hope to. There's a few on that live one that are not on a studio record yet, and I'm hoping to get into the studio sometime in the next year and get studio versions of those. And we'll see. This is a song. It's called "I Wish I Remembered You." It's kind of inspired by Mary and I have an uncle who's got some memory issues. He's in a hospital long term, getting treated for that, or living with that, I guess. And this song, I feel like, kind of came out of thinking a lot about him. And some stories around him. I wish I remembered you. I wish that it all came true. Pictures you showed me, stories you told me. From back when I knew what you knew. But I know I like your face. I can tell by the way your voice breaks. Feel something for me, so strong and so deep. It must have come from some place that I wish I remembered. I know I get angry at times. Things that I say make you cry. These lies in my head should stay unsaid. Sometimes they slip by. There's a ring on my left hand. It looks like a wedding band. But you leave it there, your veil on your hair, in front of our families and friends that I wish I remembered. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm going to look at comments one more time. Also, got to plug this phone in because I just got that low battery thing. Tell me if that makes a difference in sound, having plugged this in. But anyway. All right. So let's see. Air holes, yeah, that is funny. Thanks, Marty. Thanks for checking in with Willie on that. Let's see. Yeah. So Ellie was part of their songwriting rough draft group over the many, many years. And she remembers that song Gone Too Far when there was a line about air holes as opposed to, I think, light and air is what it is now. But the air hole song, indeed. Oh, that's so funny. David Lenander, I saw your comment where you said he looks like he's about to cry, and I hadn't seen the comment before, and I thought you were talking about me, which maybe I did, but I think you were talking about Mel Bay, so that makes me feel a little better. So let's see this. All right. Cool. Well, thanks everyone for your comments. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to do one more song. Trying to think which one. I'm gonna do this one. I don't know. This song I kind of like, but it's kind of, I don't know what. This is a song that I don't know what to say about it. As far as like a crafted song, it's not one I feel like is quite there, but as far as a sound metal song, I think it's a good one, and I think it's a good one to leave you all with. So the one with the Barn Michelle, I did that already. Sorry, you can rewind this stream, I believe. But this song, just called For Everyone, Especially You. Sorry that it hurts so bad, I love you. Sorry that it hurts so bad, I love you. Sorry that it hurts so bad. I will leave the light on, I love you. Sorry you were all alone, I love you. Sorry you were all alone, I love you. Sorry you were all alone. I will make you dinner, I love you. Sorry you feel hopeless, I love you. Sorry you feel hopeless, I love you. Sorry you feel hopeless. I have hope for you, I love you. Sorry that I let you down, I love you. Sorry that I let you down, I love you. Sorry that I let you down. I will do better, I love you. It's not your fault, I love you. It's not your fault, I love you. It's not your fault. I will stay beside you, I love you. Sorry you are gone, I love you. Sorry you are gone, I love you. Sorry you are gone. I will bring you flowers, I love you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you to the Warming House for putting this on. Thanks, Brianna, for hosting that and interviewing me. That was fun. And thanks, everyone, for being out there. Thank you, Marty, for being there and supporting me and taking care of our little doggy. While I'm up here in the music studio. Wow, so plugging in the phone helped with the sound. Is that true? That's interesting. Cool. All right. I hope everyone stays safe. Do good things. Be well, and look forward to seeing you again. So, as I think you heard in the beginning, there's going to be one of these broadcast by the Warming House every night in May, every day in May at 4:00. So come back every day in May, which also happens to be my birthday month. I meant to mention that too. Willie and I are Taurines. That means we're both Tauruses. So if you were wondering how I pulled off that Willie song so impeccably, it's because we share a zodiac sign. So there you go. All right. Thanks again, everyone. I'm gonna hang up. So bye.